Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a mascara comparison, and these are two mascaras from Tarte. Now, I actually got the idea for this from one of my subscribers. She did send me a comment and say, can you compare these two mascaras together, because I really want to know what they look like. So I decided, because I already have two of these that are unopened, that I was going to do a comparison today. So the two mascaras are the Tarte Tartelette Tube Mascara, and the other one is the Tarte Maneater Mascara. Now, I've used this one, the Maneater, for years and years, and it used to be a holy grail of mine, and then for the last year I've been using the Tartelette Tube Mascara, so I really know how these two go. They do promise pretty much the same thing on the website as well. They're exactly the same price, and in all honesty I haven't compared these two together myself, so it will be quite interesting to see how they actually go. So these are brand new tubes because I wanted to really put this to a test and make sure that you get the gist of what it looks like when you freshly open out the tube, which one is better than the other, because if you got one that's open for a month and the other one's brand new, then it's not really a fair test. So we're going to see how these two go together. Both mascaras retail for £23, and on the website the Maneater one says massive volume, infinite length and extreme curl, makes eyes appear bigger and lifted with one coat, ultra creamy formula, conditions lashes so it won't flake, clump or smudge, custom 500 bristle brush coats and separates the lashes. They're both vegan and cruelty free as well. It also has immediate improvement in length, volume and curl, 16-hour long wear, and it also says that 100% of subjects had longer, fuller lashes after application, and it's also safe for contact lens wearers as well. And then the Tartelette Tube Mascara again retails for £23, and it says it's 24-hour flake-free, smudge-proof and sweat-proof for life-proof lashes that last all day. So these are some very strong claims. Triple threat, clinically proven length, volume and curl. 360 lash extension comb with 296 bristles, separates and lifts for fanned out definition, conditioning shea butter and castor oil, and lift and plant waxes help lashes reach full growth potential. Easy removal, no rubbing or scrubbing or leftover product on your lashes or under eyes. 2 coats to lash extensions, which is another massive claim. Again, vegan, cruelty free, sweat proof, 24-hour long wear, 24-hour flake free, 24-hour smudge proof, clinically proven to volumize, lengthen and curl. It's also safe for contact lens wearers as well. So there are some very strong claims with both of these mascaras. Now, I have used these both for a very long time, so I know how both of them go. I know how I like them. In all honesty, the Maneater for me, it does smudge, which is annoying because this is almost the perfect mascara, and the Tartelette one, this still does smudge on me, but it's more of my lower lashes and my upper lashes. This one is upper and lower lashes, so I think the waterproof version that they have of the Maneater is probably going to be better for me, because I do tend to, I don't know why, I do tend to have mascaras that do rub pretty much everywhere on my eyelids, and I don't know why, because they're not oily. So anyway, we're going to put both of these to a test. I'm going to zoom in, I'll do one on one eye, one on the other eye, and we'll see what they look like. I've zoomed in and I'm ready to test out the mascaras. So the first one I'm going to try is the Maneater, and I'm going to put it on this eye, and we're going to see what they look like compared to each other. So I have curled my lashes because that's what I always do. So yeah, we're going to go straight in on this eye. We're going to do one coat first, compare the two, do 2 coats, then 3 coats, and then we'll do the bottom lashes, because that's what I do with all of my first impressions and all of my mascara videos. I always try and build it up and see what it looks like. One coat of Maneater is on this eye, and already I can see that is absolutely beautiful, and I forgot how nice this looks. So straight away I can tell that this is more of a sticky formula. It's quite thick, it's not runny at all, and it goes on very nicely actually. And I do feel like it looks very beautiful even with one layer. Again, I've used this for years, but I haven't used this in the longest time, so I've completely forgotten what it looked like. But yeah, this looks really, really nice. I'm going to go ahead and do the first coat on this eye of the Tartelette Tube Mascara, and we'll compare them and see what they both look like. And one coat of the Tartelette Tube Mascara is on this eye, and I can see a massive difference. So I can see that the Tartelette one, my lashes look super, super long and fanned out and separated. Then on the Maneater side, they do look quite long, but they're more thicker. So I feel like that the Maneater is giving me more thickness, and then I feel like that the Tartelette Tube one is giving me more volume and length. So they do look very different compared to each other. I've never put these two test against each other before, so it's quite nice for me to actually be able to see the difference between the two. But yeah, they both look absolutely beautiful, but they look like they give different results. So we're going to go ahead and do a second coat of both of the mascaras, and then we'll see what they look like. Two coats of the mascara is all done, and there is a massive difference between the two. So I can already tell that the tubing mascara does not want to build up. So this is two coats and it looks quite clumpy. They look quite stuck together, if you can see on there, but they do look massive. And then on this side with the Maneater one, they don't look as long, but they do look more volumized. Yeah, this is what they look like against each other. So you can definitely tell that the tubing mascara is absolutely massive. Also, I did forget to mention that with the tubing mascara, the consistency is more wet. So I feel like that's probably why it's clumping a little bit more on the lashes as opposed to the Maneater, because the Maneater is more of a thicker and stickier formula, and then the tubing mascara is more wet. So I feel like that might be the reason why they're not building up as well. But I do get a lot more thickness on the Maneater side, but a lot more volume on the tubing side. Like, my lashes look really, really good. Even though it's clumping, I do still like this side. So we're going to do a third and final coat, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I've done 3 coats, but the third coat I didn't really do much on it because I noticed that the Maneater side, it is quite dry as you're applying the second and third coat, so I didn't really get much mascara on here. And then with the Tartelette tubing one, it just clumps like crazy after the second coat. So that's basically the reason why I didn't really do a very big third coat. I just sort of did a light coat because I didn't want these to clump anymore. I didn't want these to, you know, get a little bit horrible because it's not really building up much because it is quite dry. So it is a sticky dry formula. This one is a very wet formula, which is how you can tell the difference between both of the eyes. This one is more clumpy and this one is more separated. Also with a tubing mascara, I feel like I can get to pretty much every single lash, and also on the outside lashes as well. With the Maneater one, because the wand is so big, I feel like that I can't really get to these lashes. So yeah, that's something that I've noticed with both of these. Like I said, I've never put these to a test against each other before, so I haven't really, you know, looked and analysed everything like I have at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead, do the lower lashes, and then we'll see what it looks like. I've done the upper and lower lashes on both my eyes with both the mascaras, and you can see that there is a difference between the two. There's not a massive amount of difference, but I have noticed that the Tartelette side, it is looking a lot longer, but it is also looking clumpy, and then the Maneater side is looking thicker but not as long. But I still can't get to these lashes right here, but on here with the Tartelette one, I can get to all the lashes. So yeah, this is what it looks like, and I feel like both of them look really, really good. I probably would do maybe 2 coats of the tubing mascara and of the Maneater because yeah, that is super dry. This one is super clumpy. So there's pros and cons to both of them, but they do still look very, very beautiful, and they went on quite easily on the lower lashes. But I did notice that the Maneater one was harder for me to do the lower lashes because how big the brush is. It's just thick all around, whereas with the tubing mascara, it starts thin and then it gets thick at the end. So yeah, this is what it looks like. So the Maneater one is still looking clumpy, but as you can see, I couldn't get to all of these lashes here, which is really annoying. And then on the tubing mascara, again, super clumpy, but I managed to get to every single lash. So yeah, this is what they look like against each other. I still feel like that they both look very, very nice. What I'm going to do is zoom out, show you what it looks like, and then give you my final review and let you know what I think of the mascaras. So I've zoomed out, and this is what my eyelashes are looking like. And to be honest, from far away, they do look very, very similar, but from up close, they look very different from each other. So this side is Maneater, this side is Tartelette tubing. And I can't really see much of a difference in the monitor right here, but then when I look up close in my mirror, it does look very different. So with the tubing one, my lashes are super, super long, but they do look clumpy. So I would probably say do 1 or 2 coats of this mascara, no more than that, because it will look super clumpy. So yeah, just bear that in mind. And then with the Maneater one, You can see that it's not as long, but they are thicker, and I haven't managed to get all the way to these lashes right at the end because of the brush. So that's how I can tell the difference between the two. But yeah, from far away they look pretty much the same. I don't know if it looks like this when I'm editing the video, but in the monitor it looks pretty much exactly the same. So yeah, I mean, there are pros and cons between both of the mascaras, so I know exactly how these go throughout the day because I have used them, like I said, this one for the last couple of years, this one for the last year, so I know what it's like. Both of them do tend to smudge on me on the upper lashes, and then also on the lower lashes the Maneater one tends to smudge, but I don't believe that the Tartelette tubing one did on the lower lashes, so just bear that in mind. Both of these do tend to smudge a little bit. Now this does keep the curl both sides for the entire day, so I've noticed that I could put this on first thing in the morning, I'll take off my makeup really late at night, and they will both look exactly the same. They won't have fallen at all, my curl is still there, the volume, the length, everything is still there. It looks like I've just put it on. So that's what I like about both of these mascaras, the fact that they both hold their curl, but like I said, they do both smudge a little bit as well. With the Tartelette tubing one, I do prefer that it can get to every single lash, and then with the Maneater one it can't get to all of the lashes on here unless you use the tip and you proper go in. That's when you can get to all of the lashes, but this one's just so much easier to use because you can just get to every single lash anyway. And I do feel like that I prefer the formula of the tubing mascara because it is a little bit more wet. The Maneater one is a bit more sticky and a little bit more dry, so you can't really build both of them up amazingly. I do feel like that the Maneater one looks better when you're building it up because it is a bit of a drier formula, a bit of a stickier formula. It does tend to not clump. It tends to go on very, very nicely. It doesn't clump, but it doesn't really build up to the third coat properly because of how dry it actually is. But you do need to work very quickly with both these mascaras because if you try to build up the coats, then it can start to clump if you leave it a little bit too long. I feel like with the tubing mascara, you need to work super, super quickly with it. With a Maneater one, you have a little bit more time with it. So like I said, there's pros and cons to both of these mascaras. I don't know how the waterproof one would go of the Maneater one because I haven't tried it before, but it might end up being better than this and it might not actually smudge. But yeah, this is what both of them look like. This is a little mini review to let you know about each of the mascaras. Both of them are beautiful mascaras. They both have pros and cons. I like them for different things, and there's things that I don't like about them. So, you know, it's not the perfect mascara. I do feel like that if you want a perfect mascara but you don't necessarily want a drugstore one, I feel like that the Rare Beauty one is incredible, and then also the La Volume by Chanel, but the waterproof version is incredible. That one I've been using almost every single day. So those two are ones that I highly recommend because there's nothing that I don't like about them. But like I mentioned, these mascaras are both absolutely beautiful. There's not really anything wrong with them. There's obviously the odd con to them, but I definitely feel like that these are worth the money. If you can get them on offer, I recommend going and get them on offer as well. If you sign up to Tarte, then you can also get 10% off and things like that, and then as you get points building up, you can also get a percentage off of everything that you try as well. So definitely make sure that you check these out because both mascaras are beautiful. I do feel like that if you want length, then the tubing mascara is the one to go for. You will get massive length just by one coat of this mascara. So yes, this is incredible. If you're more into thickness and volume but you don't really mind about length, then Maneater is the one to go for. They both do very different things, and I feel like lengthening the Tartelette tubing, you cannot beat that for these two mascaras. So these are incredible, and I do actually feel like that this one lengthens my eyelashes more than any other mascara that I've tried. They're both different, they've both got different formulas, they both come off differently as well. I don't have an issue with the Maneater coming off. It doesn't flake or anything like that, but it's very easy to come off when I use my cleansing balm. Same with the tubing mascara. I feel like that's very easy to get off as well. But also with the tubing mascara, when you do take it off, it comes off in like little tubes. It's so weird when you see when it comes off. So anyway, this is my review on both of these mascaras, the Maneater and the Tartelette tubing. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If there's any videos that you want me to do, then just comment down below to let me know. Also, if you've tried out these mascaras and if you agree with me, disagree with me, whichever one you prefer, if you like them, if you don't, just comment down below to let me know as well. And make sure to give this video a very big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye!